So I just did my morning video about my weight loss, and now I got an ocular migraine. I just started. Got the zigzagging lines, and since I haven't eaten in 3 days, this is the fourth day, so 72 hours, yeah, 3 days. I thought this is what happens. It's something that I've had maybe a week ago that finally builds up and causes an ocular migraine. I think that's what's going on. That's why it's so hard to figure out what causes an ocular migraine. So right now it's zigzagging on this side. I knew I was having one because I couldn't see. I was starting to go blind when I was looking at something, and I'm like, oh crap, I got ocular migraine. So I closed my eyes like this, and I saw the ocular migraine start, and I'm like, crap. It's been a while since I had this. What triggers ocular migraines? I do not know. Nobody knows. And since I'm on a 72-hour water fast, obviously it's nothing that I ate, but something triggered this. And what did I have the day before I started my fast? Do you remember what we ate the day before I started my fast on September 1st? Robbie, do you remember what we ate before I started my fast? We had a pizza. What else do we have? Oh gosh, it's hard. I can't remember. I mean, it was just, we ate whatever we wanted to eat. I mean, there was no food restrictions. And for the longest time, I was on a no sugar keto diet, and I had no ocular migraines. Went off of it, went out to eat, had some pizza, just did the normal things that everybody does. And here it is, freaking ocular migraine. I honestly think that these ocular migraines are triggered by something that we ate or done at least 3 days before it happens. But I don't know what it is. I always thought that, and that's why it's so hard to figure out what causes these things, because something triggers it, and it takes 3 days to build up to, boom, have this ocular migraine. It kind of feels like I'm having like an electrical storm in my brain, and as it gets bigger and bigger, it's more and more difficult to think. And I just took a BC powder. BC powder is ground up aspirin and caffeine with some clear water, and that usually helps the headache part go away, because this usually takes 30 minutes for it to start off with a little dot, then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The zigzag gets bigger, then it goes out of the field of vision and disappears. And then after it disappears, that's when it's like, boom, you either get the headache, and some people report that they don't get a headache. And since I've been taking like that crushed aspirin, the BC powder, or goodies, same thing, it seems like that 30 minutes of it, getting to the point of ready for that big migraine headache thing, shit. See, and now I'm starting to have more difficulty thinking, which is why I think that it's some sort of electrical thing that's happening in my brain, and some way I'm able to see it. So is it kind of like a mild seizure that happens slowly over the course of 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes? And that's why we end up, people that have ocular migraines end up kind of hard to think status, whatever I'm trying to and stuff. Crap. So here I am, feeling like my IQ level is dropping. Harder and harder to talk, harder and harder to think. And I know people are like, well, stop water fasting. No, I know that water fasting is going to cure this crap. Just like the last time I water fasted, it went a year without having an ocular migraine. The only time I started having the ocular migraines is when I started eating processed foods again. It's like, oh, I cured myself. No, I don't think that you can cure yourself. I can't cure myself. I'm not talking about you, and everybody's different. So for me, personally, I feel that can't eat sugar, wheat, dairy. What other things have I said that I don't have an issue with when I eat? Wheat and bread, sugar, honey, milk. I seem to be okay eating cheese, but I probably shouldn't eat cheese at all or anything with milk or milk products. Oh, oils. What do you call those? Like a vegetable oil. If I have vegetable oils, I feel like I have an issue with vegetable oils. But I've tried avocado oil, and that seems to be okay. Regular butter, I have problems with. But Kerrygold grass-fed cow butter, I have no problem with. I can eat that all day. I put that in my coffee for bulletproof coffee. And think about it, butter is just like cream. So if you put creamer or cream in your coffee, it's just like butter. Butter is just a little bit more frozen before you put it in, or refrigerated, or solid. But it has great flavor, and I have no problem with that. Why do I keep on going off the foods that I know make me feel good and don't cause weight gain? Why? Because the stuff that makes me fat and feel awful is the stuff that I'm addicted to. Sugar, processed carbs, and of course processed carbs always have stupid milk in it. Yeah, so anyways, it's way off to here now. So I kind of see it in my field of vision here. Looks like a big C, it's zigzagging. Looks like lightning. Actually, when you close your eyes and watch it, it is pretty neat. It's kind of like floaters, because as you're looking around, the arc changes, right?
Defrosting the freezer has a...
So... Is it like floaters?
Probably with ice.
The floaters is like when you try to look at it, it moves. So when I try to look at the zigzag, it moves. So if I move my eyes this way, it's right here. Yeah. So it's probably right on the back. It's probably your ocular nerve that's doing this. And this is interesting. Sometimes it's on this side, and sometimes, rarely, it starts on this side. Sometimes it starts here and it goes down this way. Sometimes, and mostly, it comes up and goes out this way. But I've had it to where it came off on this side. I'm like, well, that's weird. Why is it on this side? And it goes off this way, in this direction. And sometimes it starts here and it goes like this and goes down in that direction. So obviously, this affects different parts of your brain or your ocular nerve. Now, one of the things that I know about nerves is they have a sheathing on it that can be worn away and cause issues in nerve endings or in your nerve. See, this is a bad time to try to explain something like this, but if you've been, was it Mylar sheathing that's over nerves? Whatever the sheathing is over nerves will get wore down by excessive inflammation in your body. which is why people with diabetes, they lose sensation in their feet, and other things. Sugar is one of those things that wear down or cause the inflammation, and the inflammation causes the wearing down of the sheathing over the nerves. All right, you know what I'm talking about. Please leave me a comment down below. What am I talking about? That sheathing over the nerve that gets wore down, and when you have the shakes and things like that, like Michael J. Fox, what does he have? Parkinson's and things like that. That you start losing, nerve endings, and you shake. Diabetes, when you don't feel, you have to get your fingers and toes and feet cut off because of neuropathy. I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, that maybe because of high, and some people like me, I know sugar does it, causes inflammation. Man, I get horrible arthritis. My knees pop when I try to stand up. All my joints hurt. And it's been really, really bad lately, which is why I'm doing this water fast to reset my body and get off this frickin' sugar and processed carbohydrates. All right, so I think right now it's way beyond my vision, so I don't see the zigzags anymore, which means that I'm done with it. So this has been a pretty quick one. It was going on about 5 or 10 minutes before I turned the video on because I was trying to work on the refrigerator. We're having an issue where the water is not draining. The freezer, bottom of my freezer is like full of ice, like it looks like an ice rink. So the defrost line is clogged, so I was working on that. God, I feel so dumb when oh no, a little bit of zigzagging. Not much. When I open my eyes and I try to look, I see it way off in the peripheral vision right now, but when I close my eyes, I can't see it. I don't see it, but when I open my eyes, I still feel like I'm blind in this area, like, I can't see. When it first starts, I'm blind right here in the middle. All I see is I can't see anything. If I try to read something, or if I am reading something, like I look at the computer, can't freaking see. I'm like, what the hell? Then all of a sudden you start seeing the zigzagging stuff. And it's very frustrating. I cannot remember the last time I had this. I didn't record the last time I had this because I was out someplace and I wasn't able to just sit here and talk about the ocular migraine, so I don't remember when it is. And I always upload this so I can look back at my YouTube and try to see, when I had the ocular migraines and is there a pattern. And there doesn't seem to be a time pattern when these migraines come around, but or I don't see a pattern also when it comes to eating food or what I'm doing in my life or where I am. They just happen anywhere, and they can be sporadic, and they can happen like, once every other day or once a month or once a year or once every couple of years. All right, so I'm looking around and I still see a weird blind spot. Yeah, if I was out driving, and I see this, if I have enough time to get home, I get home. If not, I pull over and wait for this to go away. Hopefully I have some BC powder because I don't have the headache right now. Thank goodness. But still that weird blurry vision. I've been weird this last couple of days too. My brain hasn't worked right. I haven't felt right. And what else has been going on the last couple of days that, I don't know, my memory has been kind of foggy. Just zone outy, exhausted. And I thought it was just because of, it's time to go on a water fast to detox my body. And I'm like, well, that could be it. But this has been when I was water fasting the last couple of days. How about before that? Yeah, before that. Yeah, it's just been ridiculous where I can't lose weight. I've been trying to go to the gym, but then I don't wanna. I'm self-employed, which means that I can work whenever I want to, and I just haven't felt like working. So I'm like, okay, if I don't feel like working, I just don't feel it, then it's time for me to go on a fast. And here I am on my fast, going to be doing a 30-day water fast, so hopefully I'll be okay. So as far as the zigzag, they are completely gone, so I don't see the zigzagging anymore. My eyes hurt like, you know when you have like a Charlie horse or like a muscle cramp, and then it goes away, but it's still sore? It's the way my eye feels, or my eyes feel. Well, is it my eye or eyes? It feels like this right here. This side. Oh, this is a good screenshot. This feels like it had a Charlie horse. Not outside, but like inside where my brain is. It feels like I had a Charlie horse, and now it's just sore. Does that make sense? Probably not. Nobody gets Charlie horses in their brains. Or do you? Do you feel the same way after an ocular migraine? Do you feel like it was a Charlie horse and now it's just sore? Now I just want to just close my eyes and relax. Get out of the sunlight and just go into a dark room and just take a nap. And that's what I'm going to do now. But anyway, that's what's going on with me. Leave me some comments down below. Have you had an ocular migraine? Did you just have one and now you just searched the internet for an ocular migraine? Have you had it before? Is this your first one? I mean, talk to me, help me out. Let me know your experiences, because I'm doing this so I can share my experience with you. And I need you to share your experience with me so we can figure out what the hell's going on. Because no doctor out there has ever said, oh, this is the reason why, and this is how you can get rid of it. Nobody. They have some medications that I tried in the past. What was that? That was an antidepressant that they give you for migraine, or to keep from having migraines. If I remember what it is, I will type it in the comments and I'll pin it at the very top. So look down below. Wellbutrin, that's it, Wellbutrin. So I'm not going to type it down below. They gave me Wellbutrin, and that's supposed to help with migraines or preventative. What else did they give me? They tried so many different things and nothing worked. I mean, because sometimes you can just change your diet and you don't have an ocular migraine for a year. Then you have whatever triggers it, and boom, it comes back out of nowhere. And you can't trace it back because, like I said, for the last 3 days, I didn't eat. I'm on a water fast for 30 days. So for the month of September, I'm water fasting, only drinking water. So something I ate, and the only thing I can think was, and it's not even different because we've had pizza before from the same place that we have. It's our favorite place to get pizza, same thing. So it's not like I ate anything different, or have I? I can't think of anything. I must have. I know ice cream does it. If I have ice cream, I get sinuses almost immediately and snot, and a sinus headache pretty much the day after. So I don't do ice cream or milk. Cheese really doesn't cause that, so I can eat it a little bit, but not very often. Bread, I try to do bread, and then I get these weird things on my hands and my body that look like, what do you call that when your skin gets all rough and stuff? Psoriasis, yeah. So it kind of looks like a mild form of psoriasis after I eat breads that have yeast. If you can smell bread, you can smell the yeast. I think it's the Franken yeast that they're using for breads now, because I didn't have that before when I was younger. I could eat bread all the time. Or maybe I have a sensitivity to that yeast. So I stay away from breads, not because of anything other than it causes weird psoriasis on me. Let's see, what else? And sugar. Sugar causes extreme lethargy, arthritis, pain, and I just don't want to deal with anything sugary anymore. So I've been sugar-free, and I like the sugar-free options, but I've been eating a little bit of sugar here and there, thinking, oh, I'm cured. I can have sugar now. Nope. Sugar, wheat, dairy, milk, I just can't have because I have too many issues with it. Oh, 20 minutes already? All right. Thank you so much for watching this long. Leave me some comments down below. And if you have had ocular migraine and you have any .coms or domains or places on the internet that you'd want me to see, even your own version of what I'm doing right now, leave me the link down below. I will watch anything that you guys post. And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And like I said, I'm doing a 30-day water fast. You might want to subscribe just to see how that works out for me. Have a great day, and thank you for watching. Hope you feel better if you're having ocular migraine.